Leppard's previous two albums sold 23 million copies. 23 million copies. That's such a lot of anything. And Adrenalized, their latest, which I happen to casually have here in front of me. See if you can get that one, Jack. Oh, there we go. Sorry, team. This actually hits your stores on Monday, so you can rush out and buy the latest Def Leppard classic. To talk about it and the band, please welcome Joe Elliott, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for coming on and doing this.
My pleasure.
On a promotional frenzy at the moment?
Yeah. I'm off home tomorrow. Been here for a week.
Wasn't this supposed to be a holiday?
Nah. There's no such thing as a holiday when you're in this band.
Come on. Hang on, how can you say that? Adrenalized took 3 years. Were you in the studio for all that time?
Not personally, no, I wasn't. I must admit, yeah, there was the odd day off. On a golf course or playing soccer or...
Odd day off? Because I was going to say, 3 years is a lot of time to do anything. So... how did you pass? Didn't you get bored going to the studio every day and all that sort of stuff?
It's hell. But you know, we just like to make a good record, and sometimes it takes a long time. We had a few problems this time round. Yeah,
but the band has always been committed to. How can I put this? Committed to their product, it seems to me, because you do things that I've never heard of bands doing. You get a finished record and then go, nah, it's not what we wanted. We're going to do it again.
Scrap it.
Yeah. Is that any one person in the band driving that idea, or do you, as a group, all go?
No, it's a collective thing, really. You know, it's like an artist. You do a painting, and if you don't like it, you sort of paint over the top of it and do it all again.
You must give record company executives heart failure.
They hate us. They absolutely hate us. But at the end of the day, it's not so bad if it ends up doing what the last album did, you know.
Yeah, not so bad. 23 million sales from 2 albums, not so bad. Yeah, the record company can probably cop it. And you guys go on the road for about a year following the album?
Yeah, the last album was, the tour was nearly 2 years. We did like 230 odd shows in 14 months. This time, I think we're going to be out on the road till probably at least the end of 1993. But we're going to be here.
Oh, at last.
Yeah, really, we're here.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
We're here in July.
Right?
Yeah, yeah, we're here in July. We'll be here for about a month or so. Narara was the last time we played here, and it lashed it down with rain all the way through.
Yeah, it was a little special present for you there.
Yeah, thank you.
Just so you'd always have memories.
I never forgot it.
That's right, never got the mould out of the back of your guitar there.
My hair's still wet.
Now, when you take those sort of risks with the with the band and with changing records and doing all that sort of stuff, does that bring extra pressure onto the group? Do you get more tense with each other, or do you bind closer?
We don't get more tense with each other. If anything, it loosens us up, because you're in such a tense atmosphere when you're working. When you come out of the studio, even if it's only to go and have a pee or to go and have a coffee, everybody just like runs for the video machine and sticks on Blackadder or Fawlty Towers or The Simpsons, and we all just kind of go mad for half an hour, you know. But the thing is, with Leppard, all we've ever tried to do is make great songs. You know, we're taking a leaf out of Lennon and McCartney's book. Instead of just like, oh, well, the last album did real well, so, you know, we could fart for half an hour and put it out on record and people...
With a drum machine, though.
Yeah, with the drum machine.
I think you've got to do it to beat. And close to key.
And people, you know, the theory is that a certain amount of people will buy it. That's never been our theory. We've always wanted better songs, and you can't always write 10 great songs overnight. I wish we could, but it's not that easy.
It seems to me, too, that hard rock or heavy metal bands, their fans seem to be more loyal than any other. It seems to me that they're really close to the group, and they know the group really well, and they follow through. Do you feel a certain responsibility to your fans in that sort of thing?
You have to. These are the people that kind of afford you a certain lifestyle and whatever, and if they like what you do, you feel kind of like you're letting them down if you don't do at least as well as you did the time before.
So what's a Def Leppard concert like for those who weren't at Narara? And I guess what's it like now?
It's a lot drier than it was at Narara normally. A Def Leppard, I don't know, 2.5 hours of intense rock and roll, very loud, very energetic, and we play in the centre of the arena rather than at one end.
And you're bringing that circular stage to Australia?
Yeah, the first time outside of America that we've actually been able to do it. We've never had the audience before.
Yeah.
I mean, believe it or not, when Hysteria was out in '88, when we were on our way down to Japan in like April, we wanted to come down here afterwards, and we were told, don't bother, there's no vibe, you know.
There's no vibe.
And then all of a sudden in 1989 the album went mad down here. It was incredible.
Great. And this new album's great too. I've had it in the car the last few days, and it's interesting. I was sort of I was listening to it and thinking, but it sounds great when it's cranked up and great loud. Is that how you guys always listen to it?
Well, In actual fact, no, other way around. What we actually do, which is what not a lot of bands do, is we record everything and listen to everything at real quiet volume.
Really? Why
we
is that?
actually record on like hi-fi speakers.
Yeah.
Because our theory is if it sounds good when it's quiet, it's got to sound good when it's loud. The other way around doesn't always work. I've been in studios where I've seen other bands record at warp 10, where it's like you can't hear anything. And then when you hear it, you put it on a Walkman or a little thing, it sounds terrible.
Just doesn't happen.
If it sounds good when it's quiet, it's got to sound good when it's loud.
Right.
But it does sound better when it's loud.
Yeah, well, sure, there's that, because the car throbs in time to it. Now, actually, speaking of throbbing in time, sit here, have a chat. Let's go to the break. And as we go to the break, let's have a look at the new video. This is Let's Get Rocked by Def Leppard, and it's in the stores Monday. You can race out and buy this. Have a look. It's a motley crew, isn't it? That's another good name for a band. Sitting here chatting to Joe Elliott casually. And so, all right, we've talked about in the studio, on the road, Faulty Towers videos. Is that how you relax on the road?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
So you do, Def Leppard are doing silly walks up and down the tour bus?
Yeah, we used to go urban surfing, we called it, or bus surfing. You try and get from one end of a bus to the other without falling down when it's actually moving.
What, and are you allowed to touch the floor, or do you have to go over seats and things?
No, you can touch the floor, you can't touch anything else. It's amazing what you find entertaining when you're on tour.
Yeah, long hours wedged together. So, and now, of course, it's such a close-knit band, and now you've got to find another member for the band.
Yeah.
So what sort of how are you going to possibly do that sort of audition? Got to be English.
Yeah, we've got to be British, got to be a nice guy, fit in with us. We've got to adopt somebody, basically.
Yeah.
So we just want somebody that fits in, can play a little bit, sing a little bit.
So
one of the boys.
You're going to do auditions or have drinking contests or?
I hate the
what?
No, I think we'll avoid that one. But I think you know, it's just a case of whoever it is the right guy. The word audition is actually, it's weird. We've been together 14 years, never had an audition.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I wouldn't know how to go about.
Well, this is what I
doing
asked. I can't imagine how you're going to sort of. And it's such a close-knit group too.
When Phil joined 10 years ago, we phoned him up and said, "Do you want to join?" He said yes, and he got the gig. You know, he still says to this day we've never actually asked him to join. He's
just invited him round and then come on board the bus and look out, I'm off.
So it's you know, it'd be nice if we could do that again. You know, but we've got to find the right guy. Yeah, it's going to be hard.
It is indeed. Our next guest is a songwriter with hits like C'est La Vie and Just Like You. He's also a successful performer. Please welcome Robbie Neville, ladies and gentlemen. I should hold this up too, because this is the while you're out there buying the new Def Leppard one, you've also got to race out and buy this. Oh, sorry, guys. Dave, hey, and Joe, speaking of that, what are you heading out to do now? Where are you going?
I'm off tomorrow back to Dublin for a pint of Guinness, and I'm going to avoid mushroom omelettes from now on.
Yeah, that's going to stay very clear. And if you get in trouble, phone Lofty, or alternately, race out and buy this for him. There you go. Lofty.